I'm Kråkan, also known as Scarecrow, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm not gonna ramble about movies or anything like that. I'm gonna ramble about dice and dice sets. It's a thing that I collect. Back in the day I used to do a lot of role playing, but something just fell off. I'm not doing that anymore, but the collecting of die and die sets is something that I currently, you do. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about that and show some off, going left to right, I guess, showing off. So I'm gonna start with the, when you buy a die set, they come in these plastic containers. They're all the die you need to basically play. So you get, I'm just gonna show them off a bit. So here's the D4, die 4, four-sided die, like a pyramid thingy. Standard D6, 1 to 6, and a D10, 10-sided die. And this is also like a D10, but it has 10 digits. Like it's called a percentile die because you use this with a D10 and you get a number between 1 and 100. It's used in some role-playing games, old systems kind of. And a D12, 12-sided die, a D8, 8-sided, and so yeah, this one, D20. This is the one that's mostly associated with D&D, and that's the die that, pretty much standard. So left to right. This die set, D6s, all of them, is from a game called Kråkan, and it's basically a Swedish role-playing sci-fi game. I'm never gonna play the game, but I thought the dice was kind of cool. They have these engravings on them, but they just look cool. And yeah, and I'm also into the Cthulhu role-playing games and those kind of die sets. So you have the Elder die, I guess, kind of cool. They look like a little book, and inside you get a standard die set. But they're kind of cool because, yeah, so I think the one or the highest number has this Elder sign on it. That's kind of cool. And the box has some cool pictures and some, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like pentagrams and stuff in there. Kind of cool. Yeah, and you got Warhammer die, Warhammer Fantasy, I think. It's kind of cool. The ones are basically skulls. It's a standard kind of. They come in these kind of boxes. You got the skull in there. I just like skulls, I guess, And I think these are for Warhammer 40k. I normally don't play, but they're kind of cool. So you got some digits and kind of symbols and stuff. So I don't really know how you play this game, but they look cool. And these, can you see? Like, oh, this is a better example. So these are the first die sets of D10s that I got. So you get what you can find. So these are pretty bad beginner ones because they got white stains on them. It's kind of inlaid, so you can't really see the numbers that clearly. But it's beginner set, so yeah. And yeah, I also have the blue version of the Elder die set. So it's basically this symbol instead of the leaf one, the branch. Yeah, what now? I also have the Vampire Masquerade die set. So yet again, I played this back in the day, but we used like normal D10s. These are D10s, but they have like symbols on them. So I think these are botched, the skulls, and these are successes. I might be wrong. The black one is a little different. Kind of cool. More Cthulhu die. Mansion of Madness die set, version 2. So you got the Elder sign there, you got investigating investigating symbol, I guess. There's one thing I don't like about role-playing games, and this is where you get like this is basically what you call a starter set. So you get everything what you basically need to play the game. So you get, you know, you get your investigator paper, you know, you fill in your character stats, you get some manuals, you get some booklets, but you get these kind of cheap plastical die, and I don't know if it come across on camera, but these are really, you know, they don't feel good in your hands. They kind of like feel cheap. So I mean, it's just the basics, but you get the point. And then you have, let's see if I, yeah. So this is no secret that I'm a big Star Wars fan. So I bought this just because of the box. I don't know. I don't have any friends to play it with, but I bought the thing. So it came with these kind of cool set of dice. And I have no idea how you play this game, but you know, the dice kind of look cool. So you get the Imperial symbol on that, and you get some Rebel symbols too. Yeah, I don't know, but these dice, it's kind of cool. And what more? I had a friend that got this bootlegged dice sets from China. I mean, they work just fine, but they look kind of funny because they're different size of the font that I used to print on them. So you can see like normal D6, but it's kind of big, and you got the percentile dial. So it's kind of like these should be the same kind of size, but they're not. And also, I thought this was kind of funny. They have like a standard size. This is a D4. And this is also D4, but it's slightly smaller, and the numbers all cramped up. I mean, it's kind of funny because they're cheaper to make, these Chinese ones, but they work just fine, but they just cheap and kind of made in that way. Yeah. So that's a little bit about my dice sets that I collected. I have more, of course, because there's so much to show and tell, but you know, just a little funny video, do something, you know, it's raining outside, I don't have much to do, you know, doing something else, a bit of a distraction in these times, I guess. So hope you like this video, and see you some other time, I guess.